Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to troubleshoot a laptop blue death screen, which is what I'm currently showing you on my screen right now. Firstly, I want you to know that this is a very common problem that occurs to all kinds of operating system, and most especially the Windows operating system, or let me say generally the Windows laptop. Can occur to any brand of laptop, and sometimes this issue can be caused by either there is a system failure, or let me say a component failure from the board or from some parts. It can be a mistake from the end user, and at times it can occur maybe due to an upgrade. So I'm going to teach you how to troubleshoot in case this keeps happening repeatedly, and you have to find a solution to it, because it won't get better unless you find a solution to it. And firstly, anytime this occurs to you while navigating your system, the first thing you need to do is to take note of the error message. Yeah, we have several messages that pop up during blue death screen, but it is so essential to note the particular error message together with the code you're getting. Okay, like the one on my screen, it's not showing any code, but under the stop code the still critical process died, and it shows a website where you can go to look for a way of troubleshooting it. And that is number one. Make sure you note the error message. There are some that occurs while trying to boot up the system, and if you're lucky, at the end you ended up booting it up, but along the line, maybe while trying to run a particular software, it go back to the blue death screen, and that can be so frustrating at times. So secondly, make you can secondly reboot your system. I said at first, I said check the error message. Yeah. So now the second step is to reboot your system. Okay. Due to the fact that this can occur at times due to sudden system or component failure or power loss in some of the components or parts that are connected together to serve that purpose, or to serve a particular purpose rather, or a recent upgrade in a software can demand at times or most time demand you to restart your system in order to properly do what? Install the upgrade in which your system has already undergone. Thirdly, check for hardware issues. Check for hardware issues. Do you know why it's important to check for your hardware issues? At times, upgrade, system upgrade can make your system, or let me say a recent upgrade can make your system to pop up the blue death screen, and most especially when you are upgrading your RAM. Okay, let me show you the picture. This is the picture of how a system RAM looks like. Okay, this is how a system RAM look like, and this is there are three laptop RAM. This RAM is meant for laptop. Sometimes the issue of a blue death screen occurs after upgrading your RAM, maybe from a lower size an higher size, sometimes from 4 gig to 8 gig or to 12 gig or to any size. Upgrading can make your system to also pop up the blue screen, and at times when this happens, it doesn't mean the RAM is bad or uh the system is bad as well. There are several factors you need to consider before upgrading your system RAM, and part of it, or part of the factor you need to consider, is the processor power. Does the processor has enough power to handle the size of RAM you are installing on it? And secondly, do you really need to upgrade these hardware parts? You understand? At times, upgrading or changing of parts can also result the blue dead screen. And number 4 is to update your drivers. I know most of you may be like, what is the meaning of drivers? Well, when talking of drivers, we're not talking of a car driver, we're talking of the system driver, and I'm going to show you how to locate the driver. Firstly, I'm using Windows 8 on my laptop, that's why this is written as computer. But in case you are using Windows 10 or Windows 11, this computer will definitely be changed to this PC. So you have to right click on it and go to manage. And the moment the manage tab open up, just like this is to take you to the computer management. You click on device manager, and the moment you click on device manager, it's going to show you the list of all your drivers. Alright, this is the third-party drivers, and I manually installed it myself, so I don't need to worry about the first one. But you see, all those that are under these orders, or any of your driver that show the C cosine icon, this little C cosine icon, that means the driver is either outdated or the system needed it, but it was not installed. So there is a need for you to click on it. Make sure your system is connected to the internet. You click on update driver software and you search automatically. I don't really need this, so I'm going to cancel it. At times you won't be able to cancel that page until the system driver is done updating itself. So take note of that. Your outdated system drivers may cause your system to pop up the blue dead screen. And the fifth reasons why your system may pop up the blue dead screen is Windows updates. Well, some of you might still be confused. What is the difference between drivers and Windows updates? Well, I want you to know that system has its own version, and just like your Android phone, there is a need for you to update or to keep updating your system your system Windows. Okay, come to think of it, why you need to update your system version. Like, I'm using Windows 8 Pro 2012 version. We also have this Windows 8 Pro of 2010, 2011, 2015 as well. But let's assume the current problem you are facing, which is the blue dead screen, was the main reason why this operating system was quickly updated, maybe to massive complaint from the end users about the blue dead screen. It's possible for the manufacturer to have figured out if there is any software part of the operating system you are using from the manufacturer hand, I'm talking about, that may lead to this blue dead screen. So in order to troubleshoot that, the manufacturer, or let me say the software engineers, can quickly detect whichsoever part of the code has gone wrong and making the operating system to malfunction. So in that case, there is a need for you to always update your system Windows, and anytime you have update, it surely pop up. Sometimes you can search for the update manually in Windows 8, or let me say you go to the search bar and you type updates. So if I come to settings, it will take me to the Windows update, and here I can be able to check for if there is any recent update on related to my PC. but I actually don't need to update this particular one, so I'm going to be quitting this screen for now. So move on to number 6. Let me list the number 5, because I'm going to drop a link that we take you to where you can get all the list of what I'm talking here. So number 5, you update your window. And number 6, the next thing you need to do is to uninstall any recent software that you install. Sometimes that is the reason why I said at the beginning of this video that the issue of a blue dead screen at times is not from maybe a system malfunction, sorry, is not from maybe a component or parts failure or the program's failure. It's actually sometimes it occurs due to recent changes. Let me say most time it occurs due to recent changes that has happened to your system. And if you are the type that, or maybe you fall in this scenario whereby you just install a particular software and you started experiencing this critical blue death screen, I will advise you, or let me say it's also part of the troubleshooting step, to uninstall the recent application or software that you know you installed and has been experiencing the blue death screen after the completion or of that particular software. So there's a need for you to look out to that and uninstall that software. Uninstalling that software, you can just do that and observe your system for a while. If that doesn't solve the problem, then you can also try the next step, which is what I'm going to tell you in number 8, and that is check for malware scan. I hope you know that Windows operating system is more exposed to virus and all a kind of trojans, malware, and security threat. And this is the main reason why, if you are not using a third-party antivirus, Microsoft itself weekly or updates their security levels on a weekly basis, sometimes on a daily basis. It depends on how soon they're able to detect a kind of malware that can affect the operating system, and they have a security team that updates or that creates a software that build up a software that is capable of that is capable of taking down, detecting and taking down the recent malware that they detect that may affect their end users laptop. So scan your system with either a third party or the Microsoft. I think if you are using the Microsoft security, you really don't need to worry much about threats or third party, because before your system can get affected, if you are keeping in track or keeping in line, making use of the Microsoft security, and you didn't disable it, then definitely if any hackers or malware can get into your system, definitely all Microsoft all system that is using that particular operating system around the world are liable to get infected as well. And Microsoft won't give that opportunity to any hacker or any intruder as well. So scan your system is also part of the troubleshooting level. Okay, and for going to number 8 now. If number 7, this thing didn't solve your problem, you check for overeating. Check for overeating. And how does overeating affect your system? Firstly, you need to know that your system has something they call processor, motherboard, and the primary function of the processor is to take in your data, process your data and give you the result, which make your system, the processor, a crucial part of your laptop and the brain of your computer as a whole. The processor handle the major task of your system, making it to develop it during that processes. And this is a typical image of how a system processor look like. We have two type. We have the board one and the board one. Another name for it is detachable and non-detachable. This is a non-detachable, or let me say a processor that cannot be upgraded. You cannot upgrade this processor because it is not detachable. And even if you lock it as a technician or as someone trying to experiment it, if you lock it to remove it, it's as the chances of you fixing it perfectly back is very very slim. You need a special machine like the BGA machine before you can be able to do that successfully. And I still doubt if you can even upgrade to an higher processor. So this is your processor, and just imagine if this generates it. Okay, depending on how the manufacturer configure the processor, let's assume the processor is configured to shut down when the degree or the hotness degree gets to like around 40 degrees Celsius. Now 40 degrees Celsius is not quite too hot, but it's enough to shut down your system and sometimes even enough to burn down your screen. So that is why, in order to prevent that, they invent a cooling system. The manufacturer incorporates a cooling system into your laptop, and this is the cooling system. What you see my mouse on right now is the heatsink, and this heatsink is placed directly on top of your processor. And you can see the heatsink also laid the pipe of the heatsink to the uh to the dispenser area, of your cooling system. The method here is just take in and take out. You know what? This edge at the back, this perforated hole at the back, are meant to take in fresh air into your system. Why and when your system taking when the fan taking cool air, cool natural air, it circulates around the system, and it's help to cool down the system. And the heat absorbed by this heat sink from your processor flow to the exhaust of your cooling fan, and the cooling fan help to dispense out the heat. So if your cooling fan is having issue, or let me say your cooling system is having issue, that may also lead your system to be showing the blue dead screen, and the moment it shows, knows automatically see that your system shut down or it restarts itself. So it's very very important to also take note of your system, or your laptop or your desktop cooling system. And the number 9 is to use a system restore. Okay, using a system restore is just like reversing your previous reversing or resetting your laptop to the previous settings. And most time the uh straightforward way to do that is just to search for it. If you type on restore, if you search for restore window, it you can always find it under it, and you see refresh your system. So it's going to take you to this screen, and you can just see it's showing me the option to refresh my system. But since I'm not doing that, you can just proceed with it. And when you get to a stage, it's going to ask you if you want to keep your data or you want to wipe up everything. I will advise you to keep your data, or even do backup before attempting this method, because your data are liable to be permanently deleted and you won't be able to recover them unless you go for a data recovery. And secondly, you can use save save mode. Well, there are several keys for entering the save mode of a PC, and I guess you can always Google search that based on the particular model of laptop you are using. And before you can enter a save mode of a laptop, note that the system must be shut down, and while trying to boot it up, you must repeatedly perform the operation needed in order to access the save mode of the PC. And at times when the system seems difficult to boot up, this save mode enables us to still copy some of our data and access the system without showing the blue dead screen. So number 12, reset or reinstall the window. Okay, sorry, number 11. That's alright, save here. Number 11, set or installing the window. So what this typically means is just to uh do the same thing I said in number 7. Sorry, in number 9, which is the system restore. Sorry. The system restore. You can reset or install the PC. Or reinstalling the PC, it's not totally guaranteed that that will solve your problem, but in order to clear all form of doubt, we advise the end user as a technicians to completely format the system and install a new operating system. That will clearly prove or make a full way, or give us a room to make that concrete decision that your system is not affected by any kind of software, or that let us know that the system is strictly affected by hardware parts and the not a software part. Because as a technician, before we can install an operating system of a laptop, definitely we must have checked the system requirements before we know the suitable uh, operating system that we need to install on it. So I hope one of these 11 possible solutions will help you out and will make your system work better. In the case this work out for you, I just need you to do me a favor. Firstly, subscribe to my channel, click on the like button, and don't forget to share with friends, because the more you keep sharing and the more you like this video gets, it enables us it enables this particular video to be visible to most of the internet users, or let me say most YouTubers or those on Facebook. So thank you for watching this video, and turn on the notification bell so that you can always get notified anytime we upload an helpful tips that may help you to solve the problem of your system indoor. Thank you.